So Jim Carrey has been busy doing sketches. He enjoys that, and he's done a lot of political ones. But now people are very upset at him. Let's find out if this is justified or not justified. And then we have an exclusive quote from Jim Carrey for you guys on this story. So he drew a picture recently that appears to look like Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Let's show you. Now, they're not confirming that it's Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Sure looks like her. Okay, and Jim Carrey wrote in that tweet next to the picture, "This is the portrait of a so-called Christian whose only purpose in life is to lie for the wicked. Monstrous." Pretty sure that that's Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Okay, so now this is when conservatives get their feelings hurt, and then they cry. So let's go to an anonymous commenter who said, "And this is one more reason that I'm done with Hollywood. It's okay to be mean and hurtful as long as it's to someone you disagree with, right?" Okay, we're gonna get back to that in a second. Hold that thought, because Turning Point USA, which is a conservative group, went on Fox News, went to Fox and Friends, and Candace Owens doubled down on that. They were very aggrieved, they were very upset about this. "There's absolutely no tolerance from liberals for conservatism," they say. "They're completely hypocritical in every single regard. We see this time and time again." Went on to say, "It's not Christian-like whatsoever. I think it is a moment for us as conservatives to just look better, take the upper hand, and to say, you know what, you can keep leaving these attacks against us, but we're not responding to it with the exact same ugliness because we have more to offer, more education, better comments. We can argue with logic. We don't need to argue with ad hominem attacks all the time." Okay, now let me be amused by the idea that Republicans and conservatives don't do ad hominem attacks. Let's show you a couple pictures we showed you in another story related to how people's feelings were hurt about what Hillary Clinton said. Now, those are, again, just happen to be on a random truck, but you've seen them all over the place. Cartoon character urinating on liberals, suck on it, snowflake, and it goes on and on. Here's John Rocker selling t-shirts declaring that liberals suck and that they are female genitalia. So conservatives would never do ad hominem attacks. When we go low, they go high. They do it all the time, right? How many times have conservative commentators and conservative politicians mocked liberals, insulted liberals, derided liberals over and over and over again? And anytime that somebody does a sketch of someone, they're like, "Oh!" And all of a sudden they're cry and cry and cry. I guess they need a safe space, that's what it looks like. So, well, let's go to Governor Mike Huckabee, of course, the father of Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and see what he's gonna say about it. He says, "Pathetic bully, sexist, hater, bigot." Wait, is he talking about Trump? And Christophobe, Jim Carrey, he's talking about Jim Carrey. Attacks press secretary for her faith. What would be hypocritical Hollywood reaction if he calls someone a so-called Muslim or a so-called Jew? Hashtag classless Carrey. No, but wait a minute, he wasn't attacking her based on picking on Christians. He was saying that she's not living up to her professed Christian beliefs. So if somebody were to attack someone for not living up to Muslim beliefs, that would be a different scenario than attacking them for being Muslim. But with conservatives, you have to speak slowly and explain it to them. Do you see the difference, Governor Huckabee? Look, in this case, he's defending his daughter, so I get it. But it is hilarious to call someone a bully in capital letters because they drew a sketch when you support Donald Trump, the bully in chief. And to call someone a bigot and a hater and a sexist when you support Donald Trump, come on. This is a joke. I don't know why the mainstream media takes these guys seriously at all. You should just look at that and laugh and laugh and laugh. So Jim Carrey gave the Young Turks a statement tonight, and I want to read it to you guys as his reaction to this so-called controversy. He said, "I am so gratified by the reaction to my little drawings. It is a job of a political cartoon to vex those who abuse power or enable those abuses. This administration has been lying to the American people from day one while plundering the country and debasing our values. And those who cover for this shameful mobster of a president are putting makeup on a melanoma and telling the cancer patient that everything's fine. Monstrous, you bet." To which I say, hear, hear. By the way, I don't know why all of a sudden they decided to get upset about the Sarah Huckabee Sanders drawing. If you don't know, Jim Carrey does a lot of sketches, and I rather enjoy them. Let's take a look at some more here. That's Steve Bannon. Everybody didn't get bent out of shape over that. And he put a fool over his name, and that's of course Roy Moore. Put danger over him. That's General John Kelly, and I just want to read that tweet for you because it's fun. All who enter his crooked carnival with integrity are doomed to leave without it. General Kelly has been trampled by his own compromise. Who dares to be next to ride the carousel of fools? Okay, before we go to the next ones, do you understand why they pretend to be outraged about the Sarah Huckabee Sanders one, but not about the male drawings? It's because when given an opportunity, they love to hide behind the idea of sexism. Now, Republicans will tell you that no, sexism, it doesn't exist. No, the liberals are making a big deal out of nothing, and this sexism is no big deal. But the minute that a conservative woman is criticized or even drawn, they're like, oh, sexism. It's a trick. That's all it is. So don't legitimizing it by pretending that they're actually upset. This is all propaganda. And by the way, here's, if they wanted to get upset, Jim Carrey gave them reasons. Here's another one of Trump. This one is broken. But you want to get upset, look at this one. Okay. He writes, they bailed him out, set him up, and made him their stooge. With Trump in the White House, Putin may win the Third World War without firing a shot. Hashtag pucker up POTUS. See, if you don't get upset over that and you get upset over a Sarah Huckabee Sanders drawing, you have a political motivation. You don't want to focus on an issue that you think you're weak on, which is that Donald Trump does kiss Putin's ass. You want to focus on pretending that the only sexism is against Republican women, which is hilarious. I want to show you one last one because I really enjoyed this one. Carrey with a Wicked Witch of the West drawing of sketch of Donald Trump. And he said, if you like my last cartoon, you may also enjoy the Wicked Witch of the West wing and Putin's flying monkeys. Well, you're right, I did enjoy it. Cue the special snowflakes on the right while they now pretend to get upset and demand safe spaces. Go forward. You just watched the video by the Young Turks, home of the revolution. If you'd like to get a lot more than that, get the full show by becoming a member. tytnetwork.com/join.